Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Cynic Meets Sunshine. We are your hosts. My name is Andre, and this is my beautiful wife, Tanisha.
Hey, guys. All right, so what have we been up to? What's going on in life?
Let's see. Your show's coming up, 2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks. This has been like a big part of our life right now is prepping for my first pro season. As many of you know, we just did our first pro show, my first pro show in Vegas.
Yeah.
And I needed to be more conditioned. So we came back, dove back into prep, and have been really getting after it.
Yeah, you have.
So now we're 2 weeks out from going to Miami Pro, which I'm so excited about because we're definitely bringing some improvements, and exciting because this one gets to be a little bit more of an adventure. Vegas was like in and out. Let's go take care of business. This one we are going to take the youngest two with us. We have been doing this for years and love anytime we can take any of the kids with us and make it a little bit more than just like a competition trip, right?
Like an adventure. A little adventure. A mini vacation, and the kids love it.
Yeah. So Andre has never been to Miami. The kids have never been to Miami. I've been only in and out for work once.
Yeah, nationals.
So we're excited to go see the city, have fun. Like, what are you looking forward to?
The show, really. Just seeing you compete on stage. And as far as like being in Miami, there's not too much. The kids will do something. It's going to be a big fest. What do they call it?
Yeah, this one is like a huge fitness
expo.
Yeah, this has got like everything. So. I think we told you guys last time it's got like powerlifting, dancing, I mean, ton of stuff. And a lot of pros at this one. The last show I did was wellness only. This has got your division.
Classic.
So that'll be fun for you. You'll get to see the guys.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Bikini, men's physique. It'll be a really big show. I think the kids will enjoy it also. But we were just talking about how we try to make the most anytime we get away from home, like turn it into an adventure where we've been planning this trip for prep, but we're like, you know, how can we go and make memories with the kids and make this fun for everybody? And it's like always nice when you get to explore a new city, get away from home. We're getting away from our normal day-to-day.
Yeah.
And even though it's like down to business and we've got an agenda and we're there for something specific, I'm looking forward to like going out and trying some new food spots with y'all that Saturday night.
We've taken the kids to so many national shows in Pittsburgh, and they love it. You never really know what the kids are gonna what they're gonna pick up as a core memory that they recall.
Yeah.
So.
And I feel like we kind of have like Pittsburgh traditions.
Yeah, we do. We always
we have like our certain pizza spot, our donut
Giovanni's
spot.
for pizza.
Yeah,
we go
and we
for
put
breakfast.
The kids into it. Yeah.
So they'll enjoy this. I'm looking forward to them going out there. All of us being able to be in the stands and watch you on stage. That'll be awesome. And then just having it'll be Memorial Day, so just having a little mini vacation and an adventure with the whole family.
It's a good way to kick off summer, too. The kids are done with school.
Yeah.
It's going to be nice. Get away. And then we'll be returning to Florida like 2 months later.
Yeah.
We've planned a family trip with almost the whole family. We're only missing one of our daughters who will be in Jamaica. Yeah. So she'll be enjoying herself, but we're taking all the grandkids, everybody. We're getting a house.
Yeah, we're in a big house.
And going to go to Destin.
On the beach, enjoy ourselves.
Yeah.
In conjunction with whose birthday is it? Tiana's birthday.
We will celebrate Tiana's 10th birthday in Destin. So it should be a lot of fun.
So we're going to be doing a couple trips to Florida here. And then this weekend was very packed. We had,
my gosh.
Let's see here. Saturday morning, we get up, as we usually do, take separate cars to the gym, even though we work out together. It's our only day to work out together, but we take separate cars.
But wait,
because
what time did you wake up? On a Saturday when you could sleep in.
Yeah, what time did I wake up?
We have to start this Saturday at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way we can sneak our gym time in while the kids are sleeping before all the sports and everything starts.
So we wake up
5
at 5 a.m., take separate cars, go to the gym. I get there a little earlier because I have to leave before you. And then we do what we can do together. Then I get in the car, run back home. Andre should be dressed and ready, which he rarely is. So we have to get him ready, get out of here, go to football practice while you finish up at the gym. When you're done at the gym, what are you doing?
I am meeting our daughter to pick up our grandson because we are going to spend Saturday surprising the kids because Andre works for USAA. Shout out to them. They shut down SeaWorld and had like a huge family day. So I went and picked up our grandson.
Family fest day. So then after football practice, we brought Andre back home. All you guys were here, and we're like, okay, we're going to everyone has about maybe 30, 45 minutes to relax.
Yep.
Then we're going to get dressed and we're going to go to the park, we told them.
Yeah.
And they were like, what
Splash
park?
pad.
Yeah. We told them there's a new park that opened up a little ways away, and we're going to go to the new park. So they didn't know right up until we pulled up. I went the wrong way, and I should have went the back exit.
Yeah, they saw that roller coaster.
They saw the roller coaster, and they were like, is that SeaWorld? Are we at SeaWorld?
Yeah.
Andre caught on last second. That was funny.
Yeah, no, that was a good surprise. Yeah. It was interesting because I am prepping for a show, and because of that, and because how I'm trying to make these rapid changes, my diet has had 0 carbs. So I was just like totally trying to mentally prepare myself for this day at SeaWorld. 0 carbs, have energy for my precious, energetic grandson and our youngest 2 kids, walking SeaWorld in the heat and just having a great attitude about it. But it ended up not being bad at all.
How long did we stay?
Yeah, we stayed longer than we thought because we didn't get home. Yeah.
I thought we would stay maybe 3 hours.
Yeah, no, we ended up staying longer than we thought. We did a little bit in the park, and then we spent most of our time at Aquatica.
Yeah, in the water park.
Water park was a lot of fun. That was
necessary because it was hot.
It was hot. But I was just laughing because it's like us going to an amusement park in our 20s with our kids when we were first starting out,
a lot different,
opposed to now,
a lot different than
is now. Actually hilarious. Like Andre has an Achilles tendon issue that he's been struggling with for like the past 3 weeks. I have a herniated disc and I had tweaked my back last week. Yeah. So both of us are at SeaWorld walking with the kids with injuries, pushing through.
We made it work though.
We made it work, but it's like, I was telling Andre, I think I'm at a stage now in life. I don't know about you guys, but like the older I get, the more willing I am to like pay for convenience. Yeah. Like, where's the fast pass?
Yes.
Where's the VIP? Where's the cabana? Yeah. Like,
this is too many people. Yes.
I want to spend the day at SeaWorld, but not the way I did when I was 20 and I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's spend all day.
Wait in line
it's like,
for
no,
20 minutes.
let me have I would like the fast pass, please. I want to get straight up in line. Where's the shade? Yeah. Where's the menu?
Yeah. Where's the VIP line?
I'm just same way we do Disney now. Like, we plan it out so that we can like maximize our time and we're not standing in line. But you know, I don't know if y'all can relate with that too. But the older I get, I literally convenience. I will like time is everything. Yes. I will pay for those little conveniences now.
For sure. Yes.
I don't know when I became this bougie, but it's like I need the VIP SeaWorld experience.
No, it was fun though.
It was a good time. Kids had a blast. Wore them out.
We spent maybe 5 hours there, 4 or 5 hours there, because it closed at 7. I think we left at 6, but that was a good experience. Then
it was good.
We came home. Everyone was dead tired. Everyone took showers, and then we laid in the living room and watched our family show, Dexter.
Oh, yes. No judgment, because it's definitely not a family show.
No, it is not appropriate for kids. But and how did this become our family show?
Okay, so first of all, let me backtrack we are so late on shows. Like Andre and I will wait years and watch like Breaking Bad.
We watched the Game of Thrones like 10 years after it came out, and we were like, what is this about?
We just binge and then we love it, but we're so late on everything. So we had never seen Dexter, and I don't even remember how it came up in our list.
Andre wanted to watch it.
One of his friends had said something.
Yes.
So we watch it. Andre and I are like into it, but then we're shook because it's like strippers, sex, murder.
Every episode.
Cussing. Like,
this is in every episode.
Yeah. It is. So we have become like very efficient with the remote.
Yes.
So we're pausing.
One parent has to be on remote
monitor.
Duty. Yeah. If you leave to go do something in the kitchen, you have to hand the remote to me, and I'm on duty. Okay, I've got it.
Yeah. Like for sex scenes, whatever. And it's like, you're probably thinking, well, then why watch this with your kids?
That's a good show.
But we are loving the storyline. It's like a murderer, but with a moral code.
Yes.
He kills bad guys, so we're just like, I don't know, we're really all taken by this.
We're in we just started season 7, so season 6 was heavy in, they were always in the strip club. So there was a lot of pausing and fast forwarding that whole season, but we're now in the last season, so it's getting exciting, and we're looking for a new show. So if you guys have a good family show, doesn't have to be as inappropriate as Dexter. But if you have a good family show, shoot it our way. We'd love to.
Yes.
We'd love to take it on.
Our other one is The Last of Us.
We're
watching that one. That one's a good one.
I hate having to wait every week for a new show.
Yeah, I
like the fact that there's eight seasons of this show, and we sit there and we watch. Sometimes on a Saturday when there's 2 or 3 hours, we will watch. and then the kids will be like, okay, I'm going to go outside and play now. Can y'all
we're
pause
like,
it?
all right, we're done.
And tell me about what happens if you don't pause it and you have to keep watching.
But I will say it sparks some good conversations. We definitely all kind of give our predictions about what's going to happen. We'll kind of debate things that are going on.
Yeah.
And Andre and I have always, with our kids, been very open with them. We talk to them about everything. There's really nothing that our kids are nervous or embarrassed to talk to us about.
Tell me about
and it. I will say, because, if anyone's judging out there, if they are, they are.
Yes.
But I will say our kids are very well-rounded, okay? We do not just expose them to bodybuilding and murder shows. I mean, these kids are awesome. They're
very
gifted
smart.
and talented.
Yes.
They're straight A students. They're well-rounded. But I do like the fact that we are so open with them.
Yeah.
I think that as parents, you do not realize how much your kids are exposed to, because I know recently Andre and I were just having conversations with Tiana, our very youngest.
Yeah.
The kind of stuff that is being talked about in your children's elementary school, if you don't know, it's happening. Your kids are hearing about sex. They are hearing every single cuss word. So if you think watching this show is just like life-altering to them and it's the first time they're exposed, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because the kind of sexual conversations, I guess, that are being had at elementary school, they were kind of alarming, right?
Yeah, it was alarming, but I have a feeling the kids are talking about stuff that so a group of 5 kids are having a conversation and one kid probably knows what he's talking about and the others are just kind of faking it.
Laughing.
Yeah. So we were last year, Tiana was in the 3rd grade. Our granddaughter and our son were in the 5th grade. So we're driving all 3 of them to school. It was one of the mornings we were sharing a car and we were driving them to school. And I don't remember what we were talking about, but you had mentioned something about, we're really open with you guys. And if you guys want to talk about sex or there's something you want to discuss, come to us. If you have questions, come to us and we'll answer them.
Because we don't want them learning from their friends.
No, and I had this proud moment as I'm driving down the road and I'm thinking, we are pretty good. Pat on our back. We are pretty good parents when it comes to that. We might be screwing them up in some other areas, but we're doing good here. And then you said something to the effect of, if you have questions, just let us know. And I don't know, I guess I didn't expect anyone to ask, but if anyone was going to ask, I would have assumed it would have been the 2 5th graders in the car.
Okay.
And then our 3rd grader, it was quiet for a few seconds. Our 3rd grader, Tiana, she said, I have a question. And we're like, go for it.
Baby.
And she said, what is 69? And I almost spit out my coffee. Oh my
God, not the baby.
I went silent and I just looked at you like, where are we going with this?
We were like, let's not let it show on our face because you can ask us anything, right? We're calm.
We just finished telling them you can ask us anything.
Yeah, so we don't want to embarrass
she asked,
you.
What are we doing?
Yeah. So we are giving the mildest
I
possible.
think you might have given her a non-answer even. I don't remember if we told her.
Well, then I was wrong because I thought we did give her an answer, but a mild answer because she thought 69 was sex.
Yes.
That it was just like, another form of sex. She has no clue oral sex. What do you mean oral sex?
That's where I was thinking
and that's where I'm shook. Like, do you introduce the thought of this even?
I thought to myself, well, just tell her it's mutual, it's oral sex. Mutual, 2 people having oral sex at the same time.
So how do you say, and then she's like, what is oral sex? What do you mean?
That's...
So then what do you say, sex with your mouth? I don't know what you tell your child at that moment.
Yeah,
so
I'm pretty sure we gave her a non-answer.
We gave her a little something because we do want to be open. But my point in sharing this with y'all is if you think your kids are not being exposed, I promise you you're wrong.
Yeah.
They just might not feel comfortable telling you because it's embarrassing. It can be awkward. They don't want you to be embarrassed.
Yeah.
They don't want to be embarrassed.
I doubt they're worried about us.
They are hearing these things at school. So let them know that those doors are open because you would rather them learn the truth from you because the things they're hearing from their friends is often misinterpretation.
Yeah. No, that's what
wrong
it was.
Information.
She had said a lot of the kids were, the teacher someone had said 69 and everyone giggled. And then later they were all talking about it. And she felt like she was the only one that didn't understand what they were talking about.
The teacher said 69, like as in a math sense?
Yeah,
and then everyone's giggling.
The number 69 came out and everyone started giggling.
Cracking
and
up.
she was like,
Why are we laughing?
What's happening? I laughed too, but I have no clue what we're laughing at.
So yeah, that was just an interesting little moment that we shared with our kids. And we thought, if our audience doesn't know, we should probably let them know that your kids are being exposed to a lot more than you think. Definitely talk to them, just like we talk to you guys about talking openly in your relationships. Talk openly with your children.
Is this your disclaimer for why you should not have anyone in your DMs about you letting your kids watch Dexter? Or
people can hit me in the DMs.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I think we're doing pretty good. I'm looking at my kids and how our grown children are turning out and the things that are happening with my children and the accomplishments that they have, how they're excelling. And I feel pretty amazing to see that I've got these kids that are like 1,000 times better than I was as a kid, and it just like blesses my heart. Good. They are in such a different family dynamic than I was. They are in such a different situation, and it really, really makes me happy.
That's what we got going on. That's
that was our weekend
update. As far as me, I just started prep officially.
Yeah,
we're looking for August sometime.
August, the summer.
I don't remember how many weeks out. Maybe there might be 16 weeks. I have no clue, but. We're starting prep, so
well, the way you start prep, you should probably share, is very interesting. Andre has been thinking about starting prep for quite a while, but he's explained to me like this transitional and intermediate phase.
Intermediate phase.
Because he cannot just like how I might say like I'm starting prep on Monday and I start prep on Monday.
Yes.
He needs like a time to come out of his DoorDash.
Yes.
Time to come out.
I wean everything down.
Your Dr. Pepper is gone.
No more Dr.
I'm
Pepper.
So proud of you.
Yeah.
I haven't seen your Dr. Peppers. I mean, it
was
like every other day. Subway was at the door. BK.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Right.
He even messaged me. He's getting his steps at work.
Big old building at USA. We got to be there, so why not? So every hour I'm getting up and I'll take like a 10-minute walk. The other day I just took 3 15-minute walks. That was like 3 miles.
How many steps did you say? Just 10, those 2?
10,
10,000 just from work?
Yeah.
That's good.
Just at work, just from taking those 3 to 4 walks. I mean, the building is large. It's like I can walk a mile.
And your check-ins reflect it because you were down like 2 pounds today, right?
We'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah, good
so
job.
We'll just keep chugging along. So we'll say I'm officially in prep. Unofficially, probably a month into prep, but officially, we just started prep.
So as I end my season, you'll be like in the nitty gritty of yours.
That's all right. You'll be there. You'll be there to help out.
I sure will.
Okay.
I've had amazing support. I'll definitely be right there.
All right. So today we thought we would do things a little different. We'd go in a little different route, and instead of giving you bullet points and a lesson plan and practical tips, we thought let's just have fun. Let's just have a segment, or we do our little intro a little longer and just have fun, because in a marriage, that's what it's all about, right? You have to do the work to make your marriage last, but it should be fun.
It should be. And a lot of times the work is fun, like the dates, and it's just making sure you're taking care of business.
Yeah.
But like you said today, we kind of just wanted to reflect that sometimes it's like not so heavy. It's just like let loose, enjoy your time with your partner, have fun. Who do you want to hang out with? You want to hang out with people who you enjoy their company. They make you laugh. It's lighthearted.
Yes.
It's not always heavy. So, we just want to show that is like at the core what a relationship should be. People that just, you want to be together.
Yes.
We're drawn together. We enjoy each other's company, and we can just kind of cut up, be ourselves, have fun.
We love to cut up.
So, we thought we would just kind of go off the cuff a little bit today and have some fun.
Let's do cynic versus sunshine POV. We're going to go over your point of view versus my point of view.
Okay.
We didn't discuss these prior because we wanted them to be, I don't know.
Authentic,
natural. Yeah. So we are going to go into cynic versus sunshine POV.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Question number 1. Is love a choice or a feeling?
Is love a choice or a feeling?
What says sunshine?
So sunshine POV, I'm going to have to say love initially is a feeling. When I fell in love with Andre, it's all these very strong feelings of like, I am in love with this person. I'm falling in love with this man. And then after years and years, especially maybe if it's in a tough time or a time that things are not rosy with us or things are a little bit difficult and we're having to push through, then I feel like love is a choice. So I don't think I could say one over the other. I think it begins as a feeling.
Okay.
But now it's something I choose. I choose to work at our relationship, and I choose to foster our relationship so that we can stay in love and we don't fall out of love and we don't grow apart. It's like, I think that part's a choice.
Okay.
What do you think?
Well, I thought we were supposed to disagree, but It sounds like we agree here because, so I looked it up. The word love in the dictionary is a noun and a verb.
Wait, so you prepped?
I didn't give you my prep, yes, but I prepped, yes.
Okay.
I looked it up in the dictionary.
I feel like you have an unfair advantage
I'm an analytical person. Of course I looked it up in the dictionary.
This is true. Okay,
I looked it up in the dictionary. Love is listed as a noun. You mentioned early on, it's all about feelings. I'm falling in love with someone. I'm having emotions. It's emotional. But it's also a verb. Okay, so it's the actions that you do. It's that we had a little tiff in the kitchen before our podcast, and we did the work. The work was had, and there's actions there.
Yeah.
So it's a choice.
It is.
So I agree.
So we
it is a
agree
little
on
bit
this
of
one.
both.
Okay.
There is the love that is emotions, but long lasting, enduring love takes effort and it takes daily choices.
I agree.
Okay. So much for differing
opinions.
Yeah, opinions. All right, number 2. Is it better to be honest or kind in an argument?
Andre's delivery is so important. I have told him through the years, like, I need you to give me a soft delivery. Like, do not come harsh. Do not come hard. Like, that's important to me, how you speak to me and how you bring me information. But another thing that I think I love, that I know I love so much about you is it was something that was hard for me to take in the beginning, but you're honest, and sometimes it's harsh, but you're so honest that it has caused me to be extremely secure in our relationship and very trusting of you, because I know you're going to just tell me how it is, even if it's not always what I want to hear. And I value honesty so much. The sunshine in me wants to say kindness, but what I've learned now at this stage in my life, I will 1,000% say honesty, because I think I can get over my hurt feelings. But you being honest with me trumps everything.
Okay. Well, I wasn't expecting that, but that's funny because I do differ. I think in an argument, we're not just talking about in just day-to-day conversations, but in an argument, I think it's probably more important to be kind because of our experiences where I'm harsh and it's not well received.
Yeah,
and so
I shut down,
maybe
or I
you've
get
just
defensive.
pounded that in me to where I finally, in an argument, I think it's better to be kind, and then we'll get to the point. We'll get to the main subject of the argument at some point. But I need to be kind, because if I'm not kind and if I'm just being honest, you're not going to hear it.
So are you being honest, but with a kind delivery?
Or
are you being dishonest?
No, there's no dishonest. I'm prioritizing kindness over honesty. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So it's not an either or. It's a which what's one and what's two.
So what you just said and how you've shifted, maybe that has caused my answer to be what it is. Because your delivery isn't as harsh as it used to be when we were young, I can probably say now
that you
I
want
value honesty more, because I haven't felt that sting in a long time.
When we go back? When we go back to how you
how rough around the edges you used to be.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, that is.
So my default is not what I picked, and your default is not what you picked.
But I don't think I understand, how would you prefer to receive?
How would I prefer to receive? In an argument,
so
do I want
for you prioritize kindness, you said.
Yes.
And would you want me to also prioritize kindness towards you
No, I want you to be honest. I don't care if
So if I'm mean, it's going to be
if you're a spitting viper, I don't care. I need to hear because I'll be able to parse through the crap and take the meat of what. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter how.
But you've learned how you operate in a relationship with me.
Yes,
is to
needs
prioritize
kindness over honesty.
Okay.
Is that what you thought we would? I don't
think so. I don't think so.
That's interesting. All right, should parents be friends with their kids?
Okay.
This one's definitely for you.
So should parents be friends with their kids? Because I will be, if there is an attitude, I will be definitely the mom talking about, I'm not one of your little friends.
I'm not one of your little friends.
I can say yes, because I don't think it's like a hard and fast, like we're friends and there's no boundaries. My kids are so fun and so funny, and they crack me up. You like them as people. And I like them as people. Like, I definitely feel like there's like friendship. Like, we laugh, we hang out, we talk to each other, we confide in each other.
Yes.
But there is there has always been a level of respect. Even our daughter, who is married to this day, she asked me when she's talking to me.
Can I cuss?
She was explaining a story to me, and she asked me, "Can I cuss? Can I say a cuss word?" And she's a grown adult mother and wife, and it was just the cutest thing because there is this level of respect. Me and her have this great tight relationship. I have with all of our kids, and but we have this really great relationship. We can talk about really anything, like. Really anything. There's no boundaries, but there's always still this level of respect that they have towards us as like a mother and father. So I think in my case, yes, but I would say don't prioritize friendship over having like a mother-child boundary because if you lose that level of respect, I think that can be dangerous too if your kids don't see you as an authority.
Yes. Yeah. It'll hurt you and the relationship in the long run. No, I totally agree. So Cynic's point of view on this one is, I guess if your kids are older, once they start to get a little older, I'm talking older teenage, it's awesome to be their friends. Not that, and you can be their friends, but when they're younger, there definitely needs to be that I am the authority. I'm here and I need to be respected. And if we fall in line with that, I can be your friend.
I was gonna say
unfriendly.
But
I agree. I love my kids. They're good people. I like to be around them and hear about their day.
Yeah.
Not at 9 o'clock when I'm trying to go to sleep.
Without fail.
But I like to hear about their day, and so I agree.
I do kind of disagree with you a little bit though when you were saying when they're older teenagers. I kind of feel like that's a stage where so many major life decisions are being made.
Yes.
Sex, drinking, drugs, all of these things. I feel like there needs to be a really healthy respect for the things that we have to say and the boundaries that we have in place, and trusting and believing in the advice that we have to give.
Yes.
So I feel like the friendship, needs to be there, but I almost feel like that's a detrimental time for them to understand
so let me clarify.
that parent-child relationship.
From birth until death, there should be the level of respect. Right. I don't think there's ever a point that that's not number one. Yeah. Number one. Respect.
I just think those teen years are so important.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, they definitely are.
Yeah.
All right. The last one is, should your partner be your priority over kids, over work, over your career, over your calling?
This one is controversial. I've seen this one actually online. I'm really curious actually to hear from you guys on this one too. So repeat the question.
All right.
Should your
partner be your number one priority?
Okay.
Over kids, a career, your calling?
I want to hear your guys' opinion, and I'm going to let you answer this one first.
All right. Yeah, I think your partner should be your number one priority. The social media clip that I sent you last week, I think it was, that kind of, it was, so let me explain what it was. It was a number of interviews where the person was asking, list them in order of priority. Your daughter, your mother, and your wife.
Yeah.
And I can't,
all men.
Maybe all men, fairly young men actually. And I can't think of one of them. I think all of them listed the wife as either last or second to last.
They did. And what were their reasons?
Well, one of them said, well, I picked my daughter because she, I made her, she's my flesh and blood. And I picked my mother because she made me. And my wife, she can be replaced, one said. Another one said, my wife, if I pick her second, depending on our standing. And I thought, I was just like, wow. So I don't think the concept of a partner, a lifelong partner, is definitely not something that's getting passed down from generation to generation. That's what I thought.
What did that speak to you as far as like the state of marriages and relationships?
The guy that mentioned if we're on good standing or she could be replaced, those two really just took me back for a second.
Yeah.
Because everyone can be replaced if you look at it like that, but I don't know. It's a sad state, right? It made me think.
There's no real level of commitment. It's like
there's no commitment.
Not really. It's not death till us part. It's not through good and bad, through sickness and health.
Yes.
Because if you're looking at it from like, this is my husband for life, this is my wife for life, that most definitely wouldn't be your answer.
Yeah.
This is conditionally your partner.
Yeah.
This isn't your partner through good, bad, sickness, health. this is your partner. It depends on the day.
Yeah, what
depends
kind of
on
state
what.
we're in
Yeah,
right now.
exactly.
Yeah. No,
so to me, that like spoke to divorce percentages and numbers big time.
Yeah. Also, I thought when I heard the question, I was like, well, out of those three, your daughter, your mother, and your wife, only one of them you get to pick. So maybe they're picking wrong. I don't know. But,
other two, you don't have a choice.
you don't have a choice. You are given a mother, and you are given the kids that you
chose
have. You don't
and
get
picked
to.
your wife.
You kind of get to help mold them and make them, but yeah, you get to pick your wife.
Okay,
What
so
about you?
so you would say spouse first.
Yes. Oh, spouse, and then your kids, and then everything else is after that. Everything else will fall in line.
Yeah.
My calling and my career, I could create a new career. I've never been like so career focused.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
And
where it takes over.
Yes.
You've never prioritized it over family,
It's
over
a
things like
means
that.
to an end, always.
Yeah. Now, for some
I can
people,
excel and be good at it, but
yeah.
it's still a means to
Which
an
you
end.
do.
Yes.
Which you do. So same question for me. This is an interesting question because, I would die for my children. There is nothing on this earth that Andre and I would not do for our children. So I don't think that this question can always like fully show the magnitude of what you feel by answering first, second, third. And I don't think that it should lessen your feelings for your mom, for your kids, any of that. But, Andre and I have discussed this before. Our children, like we said, we would die for them. This does not reduce my love for them, but I would definitely say my spouse first because this is the person that I've chose to spend my life with until death do us part. My children right now, 3 of the 5 are like adults. 2 of the 5 are married and have their own families. This is the person, like when everybody's grown, it's me and him.
Right.
It's me and you. And I will always be there for my children. And they know that they are everything to me and I would give my last breath. But if I have to like say the order as well, I would definitely say spouse, children, parents.
Prioritize.
I'm very interested in hearing y'all's take. Give us your reasons behind the choice.
Yeah,
I think that's an interesting, kind of controversial one on social media right now.
So that was cynic versus sunshine POV.
Which I feel like we were kind of on the same page.
Yeah.
There will be some topics where we see things so differently and he's like, of course, you're a bleeding heart, you're this, you're that. And then there's things like this where it's like, okay, wow, we see this very similarly. But honestly, after being with your spouse for a long time, probably some of you guys can relate who've been in long-term relationships. You start to really
take on your
take
partners.
on each other's. Yeah. I mean, just like how you've softened up.
Yeah.
I am not the same person I was at all. I am like, it's so much easier for me to be direct now. You know, I've gained so many things that are much more his strengths and personality traits. And I think that's where being with opposites can strengthen you as a person.
Yes.
I think it just makes you more well-rounded. All right, a quick this or that, okay? Morning sex or night sex?
Night sex.
Okay.
How about you?
Both.
There's no both. It's either or. This
I like
or
them
that.
both for different reasons.
No.
Okay. Oh, gosh. Okay, I'll say night sex then.
Yes.
Okay.
Duh.
Pancakes or waffles?
Pancakes.
Okay.
How about you? Waffles?
Waffles.
Yeah, you're a waffle girl.
Okay. Burgers or pizza?
Burgers.
Okay. Pizza.
You? Okay.
Okay. You have any rapid fire? Come on, off the cuff.
No.
You got nothing?
No.
Where is your creativity?
I wasn't prepared to do this.
Okay, well, we'll end it there. If you guys have any this or that, send them to us
Yeah.
and we will add them into one of our episodes. Next episode, we'll probably have something put together for you guys.
All
But we
right,
just wanted
we'll
to
go
have
back to
some fun.
lesson plans.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but-
not necessarily. We'll throw in some games, but if you guys have any ideas on content or things that you enjoy from us, let us know. Also, we did do an episode on intimacy, sex, and we had ordered some Aria boxes.
Oh, yeah.
And those came in. So we'll open those with you guys, unbox them. We have not seen them. So for people who don't know, this is like when we were getting advice on kind of keeping the relationship spicy. Keeping physical intimacy alive in your relationship. We were thinking of ways that you could do that as a couple. And sometimes fun things are apps, and sometimes fun things are games, dressing up. But this Aria, I can't vouch for it yet because I haven't even seen what's in here. But we saw it online and we thought, well, let's test it out. This might be a fun way, or who knows?
I'll read the card. You can open.
Okay.
This one is heat.
Okay.
I don't know about heat.
I don't know. Let's
We'll
see.
It's a handmade low-temperature candle designed for wax play and walks the delicate line between pleasure and pain. I'm not into pain.
I'm definitely
While
not into
creating
pain.
intense sensations on the skin.
Low temp, okay.
What else we got in
So
there?
we'll see, that's a maybe.
Go to the massage oil candle.
This is the massage, kissable massage candle. So this one melts on you and it's like a massage oil?
Yes, massage oil.
And then this one is the low temperature
All
wax
I
candle.
see is sheets getting oily and
See, this is the
towels
cynic.
and-
This is the cynic. I'm already thinking oh, this is fun.
This just ruined my
When
clothes.
you
It got on my
say
shirt.
low temperature,
That's a
I'm thinking
candle?
that's good. Yeah, well, she's got a little donk.
Yeah, she do. BBL back there. She been working on her glutes.
So I actually think these are kind of cool.
Okay.
I'm like, wash the sheets, babe.
Okay, go to the glass pleasure wand. This dual-ended glass pleasure wand has 2 different textures on both ends and will give you different yet equally pleasurable sensations. Use it as a massage tool externally by dragging it along your partner's skin or let it hit the right spots internally, bringing you toe-curling orgasms.
I am a texture person, and when you're saying
It's
glass,
yeah.
I just don't know. That doesn't seem soft and appealing. I don't know. I think I'm going to leave that one in the plastic.
Why you gotta use plastic? That's cool. It's pretty.
interesting.
You put that on the you should get a stand and put it right here.
Yeah,
on
that would be an interesting piece
Yeah.
when we have company.
Like, what is this? Oh, it's
So
just a sculpture.
the glass, I'm not so sure about. I do think I like the kissable massage oil.
Okay.
Ooh, soft caramel.
You like caramel.
I do.
Caramel.
Okay, all right,
put all that back
Aria. Box number 2 that we have not seen. Wrist
Is that handcuffs?
cuffs.
Oh.
So this makes
All right,
me a
what you
little
got? Which
nervous
one?
because you already like to take
There's
control.
cards for all of them. Which one you got?
But this one is wrist.
Wrist cuff and ankle cuffs.
So if you like not being fully in control,
Bondage tape.
you might enjoy this.
Let's replay an episode
This
of
might feel a little Dexterish
Let's
to
play
me.
an episode of Dexter.
Sensory fingertips.
No, I'm good.
Well, I kind of have those.
Yeah, I'm good.
I guess if your wife does not have long nails, this kind of helps.
Yeah.
Give the little, just fun to maybe have in your little toy box. If you do take our advice on having like a hotel date and you get away, might be fun to pack a little something new. So, all right, Aria, spicing it up for the people.
We see you.
And these are surprise boxes, so you don't necessarily know what you're gonna get. So that could be, another level of excitement with your partner.
fun.
You open it up and you're like, it might totally push you out of your comfort zone, right?
That's always fun.
But yeah, maybe you guys can compromise and like, actually, I wouldn't mind trying this one. So there you guys go. That is our fun little update of our week and just a little chit chat with y'all. And we hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, subscribe, share with your friends, and definitely shoot us a DM. We want to hear what you guys thought about today's episode. And if you want to jump in and answer any of the questions.
Well, until next time, you guys have a good day.
Yeah, see y'all later.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Good job, baby.